Hey guys, what's up? It's Cbrev. Wanted to do a little bit of a different video today. If you didn't know, I just hit 400 subscribers on YouTube, which is a pretty big deal for me. I'm super proud of myself. We've come a very long ways during this year over the course of MLB The Show 19, coming from not having the channel at all to 400 subscribers before the game cycle's even over is super awesome to me. So I kind of wanted to start doing these videos where when we hit subscriber milestones, or maybe even once a week, I would do a frequently asked questions video for many of my subscribers. Stuff that I see in comments and stuff. This isn't a new idea. YouTubers have been doing this for years, but I figured it'd be cool if I started doing it. So I don't actually have any questions except for one for this particular video, but I wanted to get it out there and tell you guys to drop your questions down below on this video. Anything you want to ask me about MLB The Show 19 or even life if you want to. And then I'll compile it into a frequently asked questions video for the 400 subscribers celebration, and then I'll post that in a couple days. So that's the point of this video, but I also did get a message from a user on Reddit who had some questions for me, so I figured kind of adding on to the end of this video I can kind of go into that as well. So yeah, like I said, drop some questions down below if you have any. Would love to interact with you guys on a more personal level. And you can catch me on my stream as well, where it's a lot more like that as well. So these questions came in a message from the user Coop_Bo23. He said, "Hey man, just wanted to say I found your YouTube channel and it's awesome. I really appreciate your perspective from a top player and wanted to bounce a question off of you if you don't mind." So thank you for checking out the YouTube channel, sir. I hope you get to watch this video as well. He actually asked me 3 questions. The first question is, what is your starting rotation? So my starting rotation fluctuates a lot, and that happens for a couple reasons. One is that I think there's a lot of guys that are kind of around the same power level. I've talked about this a lot in my tier list videos, but there's probably 10 starting pitchers that are all roughly the same in terms of how good they are. And I'm also the type of person that just kind of gets bored with using the same starting pitcher over and over. So I tend to fluctuate a lot between who's in my rotation. The only guy I really don't ever take out is Kershaw, which seems to make sense. But really, recently I've been getting into a lot of left-handed starting pitchers just because I felt like there was a long period of time in this meta where I couldn't use them. And so now I'm making up for lost time, I guess. But I've been having a ton of fun pitching with David Price. You guys know I love him. The Player of the Month, James Paxton, is a ton of fun to pitch with. I'm moving more towards fun than good right now, but there's a lot of guys I can use at any given point. Feller, Grove, Kluber, Greinke, Blyleven, the new Garrett Cole. So really just depends on the day and who I feel like pitching with. So that's the answer for that one. He said, second question, of these guys I have for the outfield, what do you think I should use? And then he says Mays, Griffey Jr., Gwynn, and Vlad Sr. My personal opinion is that you should probably have Mays and Griffey in there no matter what. Griffey's defense sucks a lot, and it sucks to have him in there, but he's post-patch one of the absolute best hitters in the entire game. So he still definitely warrants a spot over the other two. And then for your third slot, you can choose between Gwynn and Vlad Sr. I think they're probably about the same power level. Definitely don't platoon them though. It drives me crazy when people platoon hitters that are perfectly capable of hitting both-handed pitchers. So please don't platoon them. Put the other one on your bench and have them come in for pinch hitting later in the game or something like that. But yeah, I would go with Mays, Griffey. And if you had to ask me, I'd probably go with Gwynn over Vlad Sr. But Vlad Sr. is very good. And then the last question is, do you think there is an issue regarding setting up lineups where you have multiple same-handed batters back to back to back? It depends on if some of those guys have reverse splits or not, but in general that is not a good way to set a lineup. In general, you want to alternate handedness, so you want to go right, left, right, left, right. This creates more matchup problems for your opponent's bullpen later in the game. It doesn't allow them to just put in a right-handed relief pitcher and go right at 3 straight right-handed batters. Like I said, this changes if you have right-handed batters that hit righties better than lefties. You can squeeze them in between 2 other right-handed hitters, but in general, it's just not really a good approach to setting a lineup. You can also want to keep in mind if you have switch hitters in your lineup that hit one side better than the other, to make sure that you're squeezing them in between guys that hit the other side better. So for example, Francisco Lindor Finest hits right-handed pitchers better, and so if he's not leading off or batting 8 hole, then you want to make sure that he's in between two hitters that hit right-handed pitching better, because then it's going to alternate. They're going to have someone that's weaker against righties, and then stronger against righties, and then weaker against righties, and so on down the line. So that's generally how you want to set a lineup, if you can. So I hope you all enjoyed this structure of video. Like I said, I'm going to do a much longer version with whatever questions you guys want to ask me down below. Looking forward to it. More card reviews coming this week, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.